What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another segment of the barbecue. We're back. Tomorrow is the Madden release, so we had to come in and we had to do a Mount Rushmore of our favorite Madden covers before the game releases this year. DPU went first last time, so I got this time. I'm gonna go with Madden 10 with Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald on the cover for my number one. I'm a big Steelers guy. You know that, big Steelers guy. So I had to go with it. He just looks like he's just about to tear Larry Fitzgerald up in that cover art. It's fantastic. It's one of the best Super Bowls ever. And it's just a solid cover art, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. That was the first one they ever did with two people. So, I mean, that was pretty iconic at the time. But, yeah, that's a great cover. That's definitely – if I could just get, like, a poster of that and hang it in the room, I definitely would.
Oh, I had the manual hanging up in my room as a kid for the long time.
Yeah, I remember
that. So, who you got as your number one?
Number one, I have to go with, just because at the time, this guy was my favorite player, Madden 04, Mike Vick. Mike Vick was, like, the most dominant at the time, and that was, like, right when the Falcons came out with their new jerseys that were just absolutely fire. So, he was wearing the all-white in the cover, so I'd have to go with Madden 4. That was probably one of my favorites.
And top 3 Madden of all time.
100.
Like, video-wise.
100%.
Great. That's a solid pick. Absolute solid pick. I've put so many hours as a kid in that game. Michael Vick was also unstoppable in the game as well.
Oh, yeah. I remember you could just run like a quarterback, like outside zone, and he would just like run around everybody.
So fast. You could just go back and forth, just get a touchdown because he would outrun everybody.
Jackson and Tecmo Bowl.
Exactly. Who's your number two?
Number two, I'm going to have to stay within like the same time frame here. And I'm going to pick Madden. I'm gonna go Madden 06. Donovan McNabb. Stay on the court.
Absolutely great cover.
I feel like it's a very underrated Madden, but it's probably my favorite Madden of all time. That and NCAA 06 that was like the greatest year for football videos ever. That was like the first year Madden had their not career, but I guess, where you made your own player and you could like even import from NCAA 06 into Madden. That was like the first time they ever did that. So that was sick. I remember I did that with my guy. He was a quarterback at Miami, and then he got drafted by the Raiders, I think, and I was like, which sucked, and then I just ended up stopped playing it. That was a great Madden, 06. But
also, I mean, we talked about this before. I think like 04 through 05, obviously, I think that's the best Madden ever with Ray Lewis. But 04 through 06, I feel like that was like such a prime Madden like time. I feel like it kind of dipped off a little bit, like whenever they had the training drills and stuff. Like you just have a blast. I could sit there and play those training drills and try to get like golds on all that and break the scores like for hours.
Bro, yeah, the mini camp games were sick.
Yeah. But we are not doing best Maddens, though. So for my number two, we're doing the cover art. So for my number two, I'm going to go with damn, you took the Mike Vick, so that sucks. I'm going to have to go with an one. They recreated him doing the catch. He's just like soaring through the air. It's awesome. The blue looks just great with the PS4 in the background too. If you had the PS4, I just very very clean looking album. I mean, not album cover, if you ask me.
Yeah, Xbox guy, so maybe I couldn't appreciate that as much, but that's a good one. I'm not as much into the new Maddens as I was like back when I was like So like I'm more of a fan of like the older ones, and I still play the older ones. But that's definitely because that's like an iconic moment.
But that's why cover. I was like, the cover art is such an iconic moment. They recreated it. It looked good because it was all blue in the sky and everything, and
Yeah.
the PS4. So for me, like it was on the blue trim of the PS4. It looked clean.
No, yeah, it is sick.
But so on my back turn here, I am gonna go with one that you might hate me for, but that Ray Lewis 2005 Madden as my number 3 pick. He's just gonna tear someone up in that picture, and like just like I said, like we said, like just so many hours put into that game. It's just such a classic cover art. He's one of the best defenders to ever play the game, and it's just for me, it's just that's like the iconic Madden. So I have to put that cover art in there.
No, dude, I was gonna pick next, literally. Ray Lewis with his little bucket.
Exactly. It just so many hours put into that game, and like it just like so many times opening up, inserting that disc into the PS2. So
and that's the first Madden with the hit stick.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember being at our boy Austin Penzano's house when we were growing up, and that Madden came out, and we got it. We just played it like all night. Shout out to him.
Man, shoot, and the Maddens we put so many hours in. I remember that to go every year almost and wait in line at a GameStop to go get the new one at midnight. We used to wake your dad up and go get it.
The midnight releases, bro. It's sad, like do that stuff like that anymore, and it's just everyone downloads it online. And it's like it's not as fun, dude.
No.
Memories, bro. The mem.
So,
but yeah, that's.
I think you got one more on the backside, right?
Well, this would be my third pick.
Oh yeah.
So for my third pick, I'm gonna go way back, like back to one of the original cover arts. I don't know why this one was just like it sticks out to me, but the Madden 02 Dante Culpepper on the cover.
That's a solid one. Just because like Dante Culpepper jerseys look clean. I just think the newer ones just look like more like they have like more like little details in them than the older ones. But I mean, just as a player and as like that purple jersey, iconic, and he at that the time probably like one of 3 quarterbacks in the league. The team was so much fun to watch with him and Randy Moss and Chris Carter. So
what's the Culpepper selling?
Yeah, exactly.
But like the thing I like about these is that like they're just like action shots. Like, there were no Madden cover photo shoots like back then. It was just like, all right, we're gonna pick a cover athlete and we're gonna take like the best action shot we can find. Sitting back there in the pocket, like about to throw like an 80-yard bomb to Randy Moss. I don't know, and that was like probably one of the first ones I ever played growing up because I would have been like 5 or 6 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why it's like a core memory in my brain.
I don't blame you at all.
So, yeah.
So,
shout out you. Go Knights.
Oh yeah. Good nights. Go baby.
Big 12. Yeah. Oh, my chair broke. But for my number 4, this is I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but for my number 4 pick, go with the year after and say Madden 03 with Marshall Faulk.
Okay.
Just kind of like for the same reasons. It's like it's one of the first Maddens I played. It's like Marshall Faulk was like probably the best time. The Rams are really good. They had just come off the Super Bowl. I think the year before they had just come off the Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, but they were still like the great turf. Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt, all those guys.
Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. I was like, there's a receiver, I can't think of his name. I sound like an idiot. But yeah, Isaac Bruce. But yeah, I'd say that. It was either between that or Madden 11 for me with Drew Brees. After the Drew Brees, the year the Saints won the Super Bowl.
Oh man, that one's awesome because it has the Superdome in the background. It has confetti falling, like the fans. That one's dope. That's why I like those little mini little things in the background of those. I know it's not the actual it's like anime art, but those little details it's pretty cool.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like they do a photo shoot and they edit it as opposed to the older ones. It's straight action shots and it just says edit 03, 2003, 2004 on it, whatever. But I 4A is Marshall Faulk, 4B is with Drew Brees. If I had to pick two.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either of those at all.
Sorry if you were going to pick 11 and I kind of stole your thunder.
About it, but now you're going to make me go another route. I really want to go 01 just because that was the first Madden I ever played.
Yeah.
Iconic Eddie George, just it looks like he's about to put the biggest, meanest stiff arm on somebody. I want to, but I think I gotta go with the other duo of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, just because it's so iconic to have the legend of Tom Brady and then his predecessor, his the future in Patrick Mahomes there that we're all thinking could be the next Tom Brady.
Yeah, probably will be.
That Madden absolutely sucked, and the cover art isn't too great because it's just on a knee, just looking at it, looking at just on a knee, just looking, not in an action shot or anything. But I just feel an iconic picture, the old to the new, that transition, the passing of the torch, basically.
Two Hall of Famers.
Oh, two Hall of Famers for sure, and it's. I don't know. Like I said, I was I just feel it's just an iconic picture.
Well, it is just based on the fact that it's just Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady. Like you said, they're literally just staring. It literally looks like a selfie, but it's
yeah,
still dope.
But shout out to that Madden 01. I want to put you on there just because of that. I love Eddie George too.
Eddie George. Shout out the Ohio State University. Shout out Maurice Clare too. Boys, have you ever seen the 30 for 30? This is just a random tangent I'm going there, but the boys of Youngstown 30 for 30.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
I mean, it's crazy to think that he was that much of a superstar, and it just he just disappeared. That
Fell off.
Yeah, I mean, I know the injuries didn't help, but still, it's just crazy to hear that story.
Yeah. Eddie George, shout out George.
Yeah, let us know what you think about our Mount Rushmores. Let us know if you're buying the new Madden or not. Oh, before we go, what are the new cover art with Josh Allen?
Man, I love the Bills personally. I would say they're one of my favorite teams behind the Steelers. I think Josh Allen's a freaking baller. Just cause I don't know, his play style is kind of similar to how I played, just kind of gunslinger and just kind of enjoys going just running around and afraid of contact even as a quarterback. So I mess with Josh Allen heavy. So I'll probably end up buying the new one eventually, just because I've been playing the old one here recently. But I like it a lot. I think it's a cool close-up shot. And then I think Lux Edition's a different one of him, a Lamb leap kind of. like the fans in the background.
Yeah, that one's dope as hell in my opinion.
Yeah.
Great picture just because Bill's Mafia is there and Bill's Mafia is dope. Like they're just such big fans, so it's cool to like have them in that moment with them. I like it. I like it. I mean, I'll have to let it grow on me to see if it would be ever in my top, 5 or whatever. But I mean, I think it's solid. I think it's better than most of the newer ones.
Yeah, I don't think the ones have been that great.
So, and it's cool because it's an action shot too.
Yeah. I think the reason like the newer ones haven't been that good is because like I feel like everything now is just trying to be like minimalistic, as opposed to like the older ones, like we said, like the Drew Brees one, how all the stuff in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just like a common theme now with a lot of things, but like 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. It was more like eccentric. So I think if you go back to stuff like that, like it's going to pop more with people and things like that more. Like having the fans in the background and stuff like that.
Obviously, there's different eras and the different things were big at certain times. So you're right. Right now, I feel like it is more of a like list type thing. So I think it's cool. They're kind of like branching out, bringing the fans to livening it up a little bit.
For sure.
But yeah. So yeah, let us know who out Rushmore. Let us know if we missed a good cover art. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. See you.